In the name of Allah, the Compassionate and the Merciful. Hello guys, my name is Salar Delavar Qashqai, and in this video we're going to model these industrial sheets with pushover analysis and based on force analogy method in C programming. You see that guys, in here we have one industrial sheets with 3 elements, 12 degree of freedom, and column has different height, you see in here, and we are going to increase the force in degree of freedom number 7, and in each step we are going to evaluate the section moment, strain and capacity to see if plastic hinge happens in each increment or not. So first of all, we didn't define the plastic hinge, but in each increment we are going to check the analysis, and if the plastic hinge happens in each section, so we are going to apply it and define it in the, for example, the start or end of this section element, and then run it again, and then pushing the other incremental force. And you see we are going to define the moment rotation relations for this plastic hinge concept. So let's back to the C programming. You see guys, I defined many functions for checking time, analysis functions, internal force, and also importing data such as axial or flexural rigidity, and some parameters such as number of increments or initial incremental force, and also defining the structural length properties in here, and then defining the moment rotations relations for plastic hinge, and also calculating the matrix relations. You see in here it's very good functions. You can use it and change it with your own, and then messaging checks for different parameters, for example, for importing and outputting, and also checking the rotations. You see in here, checking the and reporting the error, for example, or even plastic hinge concepts reporting, and also outputting this text file to the Excel, HTML, and also graph mode to better plotting this pushover analysis result, and also plastic hinge stiffness, and also coefficients for calculating relations between them. And let's see, in the analysis function we are going to import rotation, moment, number of moment rotations, and then flexural rigidity, axial rigidity, initial forces, and the coordinate of the structures, and also number of increment, and in stage 1, so all the parameters for the all sections is so elastic, so nothing, no plastic hinge in here, and you see in here, so we are going to increase the forces, and then calculating the element internal forces, and trying to output it, you see in here, and checking the moment of each sections. So if the plastic hinge occurs, so we are going to report it, and then in stage 2 the plastic hinge happened in node 1. It means that it happens in this position. So we're going to change the stiffness matrix of the structures with applying the hinge, and then run it again. You see in here, this video is just for educational purpose, and you can change it with your own data. And you see in here, after the analysis is going to be stop and outputting the displacement and internal forces for stage 2, we're going to check the moments for each elements from start to end. And then you see in here, so it shows that the plastic hinge happened in node 2. It means that in node 2 in here we're going to have a plastic hinge. So we're going to change the stiffness matrix of the total of the structures, and then run it again with increasing the load of these positions, and then run it again. So you see that, guys, in here I omitted because the structures going to be collapsed. So the plastic hinge happened in form node 3, I mean in this position. So total of the structure is going to be collapsed. So I omitted the third stage because we have a singular matrix, and then we don't have any outputted data. You see that, guys, in here with the force analysis method you can model any kind of the structures with the simple formula and simple linear model. And let's see the outputted data. Seen here in stage 1 relations linear, and then in here in stage 2 stiffness matrix is going to be changed, and then at the end we are going to have an collapse of total of structures. And you see that, guys, it is the base shear and displacement graph, and also reporting the analysis data with this force analysis method. In here we're going to show the input files data and saying plastic hinge concept, coordinates of the structures, and also displaying in each increments base shear, base moment, displacement of each nodes, and also rotations of the structures for these increments. You see that, guys, in the last increment is 565. So let's see the executable C file. You see that in here we're going to show the input data and also coordinates, moment rotation relations, and also analysis report. So it shows that in increment 564 in element 1 moment I, it shows that the beginning of the element 1 moment capacity reached to the yield, and in increment 565 element 1 moment J reached to yield moment. So the plastic hinge happens in each increments, and then the next stage the structures goes to be collapse, and then in here we're going to report in each base shear and moment outputted data. And you see that, guys, in here at the end we're going to output it to the Excel and HTML file. So you see that, guys, we can model very complex structures for base of this force analogy method, and that's all. I'd be glad to know about my modeling in C programming. Please have a comment and tell me about this kind of modeling. Bye.